Is it recording? Okay. What's up, everybody? First video. First video on the channel. So this channel is gonna be dedicated to me showing my journey in day trading and forex trading, maybe later futures. And I just want to showcase the journey. I don't know much about trading. I just started recently, like 2 months ago, to like really put my head down into it and learn the skill itself and trade demo. So I want you to be involved in this journey, and that's why I decided to start a channel, showcase my trades and how I think and how it goes, and we can learn together. You can learn from my mistakes, I can learn from my own mistakes, and later on I will have a like a really clear history once I become profitable, that it actually is what am I even saying? Like I just want to trade, okay? uh, I just want to trade and show you guys that it's not that hard. Like, it is hard. I'm not saying that it's an easy skill to learn, but it's not like an impossible skill to learn. And yeah, this channel is gonna be dedicated to showcase that and show the journey of becoming profitable, and so on, later on, the whole journey, everything. So this is like a little journaling for myself. This is like these videos are also for me to help to do recaps on how I think, how I execute, how I behave during trades, and just to have a little track record of myself and how I handle my emotions and stuff like that. So I'm probably gonna trade either GU or Euro. That's what I've been trading in the past few weeks. Today is the 3rd of March. February has been very tough, to be honest. February was really bad, because of all these tariffs and all these bad news, and yeah, the days were just volatile, and they just swept liquidity on both sides, and just reversed, and there was no clear trades, or at least not many. I personally had a very bad losing streak on this February. January was pretty okay. January, we ended the month with like 5% demo profits, which is pretty nice. And I was like, okay, let's go. February is gonna be nice as well. And no, it wasn't. So yeah, New York session gonna open in 12 minutes exactly. In my where I live, it's 2 p.m., but New York is gonna open at in 12 minutes in New York, so I'm 6 hours ahead. Anyways, let's go through the bias. On the weekly basis, we see that GU broke structure on the weekly, which is nice. Euro hasn't yet broken structure on the weekly. It's trying to. It's not as strong as GU. Actually, on the month, you can see that we're pretty bad. I mean, we came into this monthly February, probably coming back into this bearish one, and maybe move lower in the upcoming months. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't swing trade. So but it's nice to see that we look like we are doing a little reverse on the monthly to the upside, which is cool. So on the weekly, we're just jumping around, nothing much. That's really what me up in February, like this price action here. On a daily, what we see on Euro is that we basically broke structure to the downside previous week, Thursday, and Friday we ended the week with forming a daily February gap, which we are currently filling up very strongly. We have a little daily breakaway gap here also, so that's cool. On GU, we also broke structure to the downside previous week, same exact thing. Currently we already filled up this daily fair gap here. Will we respect it? Will we move lower off of it? We will see on the lower time frame, and later the day to turn out how it's going. So yeah, that's what I see on the daily. On the weekly, on the 4 hour, what I see is that we broke structure to the upside to fill this daily fair gap here. We have this 4 hour bearish fair gap that we already filled up, and there was this breaker here. We probably gonna see a little bit of rejection of this break order block. Otherwise, I'm gonna see whether we move above or below of this order block here. That's gonna be interesting. I just want to mark down this 4 hour fair gap here that we're currently disrespecting as fuck. And on GU, same thing. We have this 4 hour fair gap here above the daily fair gap, and we also filled it up completely. It looks like this order block doesn't really want to hold. So far we are extremely bullish today, which is cool. Overall bias, overall daily and overall weekly we are bullish. On the daily we see this daily fair gap, and I expected previous week to come back into this. We never came into back here. My whole bias was after this very long week daily, that I thought, all right, we're just gonna come back here and tap into this area. Well, we didn't. We just swept this high, moved lower, and looks like today we don't wanna come back into here. So GU is really strong, very strong, and if I would want to take a short, it's definitely not gonna be GU. But we will see. We will see what the lower time frame will give us. So that's what I see on the 4 hour. We also had this 4 hour fair gap here from Friday, but also early this morning, I believe. Yeah, this was the start of the week. No, was it? Yeah, on Sunday we already started. Well, yeah, it's not relevant anymore since we already mitigated it and moved higher off of it. Little liquidity sweep, break of structure, fair gap, bam, skyrocket to the upside. We probably gonna come back into this order block here. This is our high time frame order block, by the way, and we could technically come back into here and move higher off of it, especially with this daily fair gap right above this order block. So yeah, that could easily happen. I'm gonna leave this order block here, just to keep in my mind that we are overall bullish now today so far. We also had the similar situation here during Friday. We swept this low. I believe this was the low of the week also. So this is our order block on the higher time frame. Yes, this was the low of the week, previous week, and we haven't closed any candle below this breakaway gap, but we filled it up on the lower time frame and currently skyrocketing off of it. Pretty cool. Okay. Well, London has been very bullish, obviously. London has been extremely bullish. 1, 2, 3, 4 nice bullish candles, and obviously with the start we had this tap into the breaker, and that was the main key to make this move to the upside. What I would like to see at New York Open is maybe like a 5-minute or 15-minute liquidity sweep and move lower, come back into this order block. I would take that short, because London has been way too bullish, and it probably would love to have a little retrace soon. We will find out. Also this breaker here could, why is this gray? That's strange. This breaker could help us. Also this line, if we would close a candle above it, I'm definitely not gonna take any short. A sweep could be fine, but I wouldn't necessarily want to wait for that. We could technically, like, once New York opens, sweep this high, or at least sweep London low and then move lower. That would be more ideal for me, just to come into this order block. And maybe like later, like PM London, New York PM session, this order block might, you know, push price higher. But I don't want to trade that. I want to trade the potential retrace. But if I don't see any entry for potential retrace, I might just gonna wait for this order block entry and then long from here. But a nice little short would be fine, targeting that order block. A little 5-minute, 15-minute break of structure. You know, yeah, 5 minutes, one liquidity sweep. Tap into order block, equilibrium entry, or fairway gap. That would be nice, and target this order block, because I do believe that we want to close candles below this breakaway gap, so we can like say, all right, we filled it up. Even on the 4-hour, it would be nice to have a candle overlapping this breakaway gap. For example, right here you see we had this breakaway gap here, and we wanted to fill it up and then moved a little lower. Same thing here, we made this breakaway gap here, a huge one. What price wanted to do is fill it completely up. So usually a week is not enough, according to my 2 months of experience in trading. So that's all I can say now. So London has been very bullish. Let me do a little, what I like to do is mark out previous day. That's not even previous day. This is previous day's highs. Previous day high, previous day low. Do we have any high time frame draw liquidity? We have this weekly high that we could target for this week. High time frame draw. I mean, just look at this. Like, this was previous week, and now next week, today's Monday, we are already making as big as of I can't even speak, as big of a move as previous week in one day. That's crazy. Yep, I got wrecked previous week. I got wrecked previous week. Not with money. I didn't lose any money. I'm trading demo. I'm a smart guy. I just want to learn the skill first and then implement real money. We might just want to sweep these highs, honestly. That could also be the case. Sweep this liquidity, sweep these highs. I don't know if Euro wants to sweep these highs, but if it doesn't and GU does, then it's just a clear SMT, a bearish SMT divergence that we could use as one of our confluence to take a short, at least on the lower time frame. So we can target this high here. I mean, not target, watch out for this high and take an eye on it, and this high here. That would be nice. That would be really nice. On the 1 hour, I like to mark out this previous candle high, previous hour high, and previous hour low, because New York will open in literally half a minute. Previous hour low. Same thing here. Oops. Previous hour high. Where is it? Previous hour high, previous hour low here. Nice. All right. Maybe look at a previous or high sweep, and maybe even sweep this side here, and then move lower. That would be awesome. Um, yeah. Dollar also formed this breakaway gap once the week opened, and it hasn't really came back into it. What could happen with the dollar is coming to these levels here and then reversed, fill up this breakaway gap. I don't know if it's gonna happen today or tomorrow, but it should be filled up. I mean, it doesn't on the 4 hour and the daily. It doesn't show, but usually price likes to fill these up. I mean, yeah. I mean, look at this here, here. Yeah, here, here. You see, these breakaway gaps tend to be filled up. So I hope this recording is still going, because otherwise it's not ideal. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's what I see on the hourly. On the 15 minute, what I see is actually I would like to have the 30 minute up here also, because what I want to have is marking out these London lows with let's say this purple and London highs here. Bruv. Alright. So if I would see like a candle close above this area here, this 30 minute wick, if I see a candle close above this wick, I'm gonna look on the lower time frame and check whether we're gonna move higher or lower, because like in my eyes, like New York London merge, this merge from 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. I would want to see a little retrace, maybe a little later New York. It would be nice to see a reverse to the upside, coming to these Asian highs now, and then move higher. That would be nice. Or if going lower of these Asian highs would be even better, to come into this, fill this imbalance up here, this breakaway gap, and also sweep this London low, or even if we would just respect it and move higher would be nice, but usually price likes to close at least a 4 hour candle below this breakaway gap just to fill it up. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna look for. On the 15 minutes, what I see is still very bullish on London. There are multiple 15 minute fair gaps. There's one here, another one here that got respected, another one here that we haven't mitigated, and another one here that we haven't mitigated, and another one here that we haven't mitigated. So a lot of 15 minute fair gaps. On the 1 hour we have 1, 2, 3, and currently forming the fourth. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. What else do I see? I mean, a 5 minute break of structure would clearly indicate that we're gonna move lower, because there has not been any. I mean, this was kind of a break of structure on a 5 minute, but instantly got invalidated, the idea, so it just moved higher. Yeah, I mean, a 5 minute break of structure That would be nice. So let's wait for that to happen. We just formed a 5 minute fair gap right before New York Open. We filled it up, and then now we look like we are gonna move a bit lower. That's what I see on Euro. On GU, what we can see is that we haven't really formed any bearish 50-minute candles, which is crazy, and the 5 minute hasn't broken structure once to the downside here. Previous high, low, okay. So I would like to move this here. Yeah. Nice. I'm gonna do the same here on GU. I like to mark out these lows here. This is Asia's highs. And London. Pretty small wick. That's it. That is it. So sweeping this high here from previous week's Thursday would be cool, and then break structure. That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be a really clear setup. A clear, nice setup that I've been waiting for since January. So yeah, I'm also like having my little trading journal Excel sheet. I'm tracking all the trades and taking literal screenshots of each fucking time frame, so I can remember what I did, what were the situations, and why I executed, and learn a lot. I'm gonna probably make it public just so you guys can see how bad I traded when I first started, and I still I don't say I trade good, but like half a year later it's gonna be good to look back and see how much mistakes I made, and we can learn from them together, because currently I'm basically just testing a strategy and seeing whether it works. Well, it clearly did not work on February, but I admit I over traded on February, and I was a bit envy or greedy to trade, even though like London did not give great setups, and there were bad news in the afternoon, but I still traded early New York Open. So I admit it. I kind of did not follow the plan, because simply February did not really have good days to like a very clear no news good setup days to trade with. So I was just like risking 0.5%, sometimes 1%, and I believe I overtraded, I over risked, and that's why actually I lost all the profits that I generated on the demo account during January. So yeah, not ideal at all, but look, it's a learning curve, right? Good learning experience. So let's just wait for a 5 minute break of structure that we're gonna have very soon on the euro, which is nice. Once this candle closes below this low here, that would be cool. We did not sweep anything though, and we might just want to come back into this 30-minute fairway gap here, but the only really confidence we have is this order block here that makes this 4 candle reject now, but it's very risky to go against this London bullish move. And what also could easily happen is that we just come back into this 15-minute fair gap here and move higher. So I gotta be careful taking a short because it could easily just go higher. So yes, on the GU we already came into this 15-minute fair gap here. Let's see what price gonna do after this, whether it's gonna respect it or not. And yeah, that's gonna be interesting. On the 5-minute we broke structure to the downside, but honestly I would like to wait for a 15 breakout structure, but if I wait for 15-minute breakout structure, we might as well just gonna already come back down here. If we form only bearish candles from now on the 15-minute, the only breakout structure we can have is closing a candle below this. And yeah, I mean, from here shorting down here is, you know, bleh. So I'm highly relying now on this 30-minute London high to see some kind of move off of it. Since we got the break of structure and we are currently getting this bearish 5-minute fair gap, the second one, we might as well want to come back into this area here, this purple area, or stop at the breaker here. What I would like to see is like come back up into here and then close a candle below this breaker, just to fill this 5-minute fair gap up, but still close inside it, or best case scenario below it, so like a long wick and then move down. That would be nice. Why did my screen froze? Alright, nice. That would be nice to see. What the okay. We are also forming our first 5-minute bearish fair gap, but it might as well have been just a retrace into this 15-minute bullish one on GU. So let's wait. Let's also check what the dollar is doing. The dollar, as we mentioned, let's see whether it just came back into equilibrium or not. Yes, it's hovering at discount price. Why is it lagging, bro? Why the f is this lagging? This is crazy. Anyways, bro, this is so annoying. A close above this 0.5 line would be nice, indicating that we want to come back probably into this 1 fair gap breaker and then move lower, or even fill up this breakaway gap. That would be in alignment to our short that we would like to take on Euro and GU. I have no idea why my screen is lagging. Alright, so we can confirm that in 45 minutes this 4 candle we close, but on the lower time frame we will be able to confirm whether it broke structure to the upside and wants to move higher or not. I have no idea why this is lagging, bro. It's so annoying. Damn. As you can see, there's no 15-minute bearish fair gaps as we head up here, and it's clear that this bearish lag is getting weaker and weaker. So yeah. What I also can imagine is that even though Um, bro, why is it lagging? Bro, I'm using a Mac and it's lagging. Bro, what the fuck? Wait, hold up. Hold up. Hold up, guys. Why the fuck is this lagging so much? Okay. Anyways. Okay, let's go back to Euro. On the 15 minutes, we are currently showing some bearish momentum. 5 minute, we formed our second bearish 5 minute favorite gap, and bro, why are you lagging? Bro, I swear. Come on, bro. Like, it's not the video, it's literally my whole screen lagging. Alright, 15 minute. We came into this bullish 15-minute fair gap. Oh wait, that was a 5 minute. Oh my god, bro, what the fuck? I have no idea why it's lagging. So that was a 5 minute fair gap. We're currently forming the 50-minute one though, so that's cool. But we might have just came into this 15-minute fair gap and now we're moving higher. So let's keep an eye on that. Gonna be curious how the next 5-minute candles gonna react to this 5-minute bearish fair gap. Because if we close a candle above this fair gap, that quite literally means that, to me, that this New York down move in the opening was just a fake retrace indication, if you get me. And yeah, we might as well just move higher and move with the trend. So this 5-minute fair gap gonna be interesting, whether it's gonna get completely filled and closed above or not. And same thing on GU. Bro, why are you lagging? It's so annoying. So same thing here on the 5 minutes. We have this 5-minute bearish fair gap. Looks like the 50-minute fair gap we closed. I mean, we closed in it, so we haven't like 100% fill it up. We did fill it up, but we haven't closed the 50-minute candle below it. But looks like this 5-minute fair gap holds really well, and it well, never mind. Let's go back to Euro. On the Euro, we haven't came back into this 5-minute fair gap. Let me also draw the discount would be right above this breaker, which is cool. If I see that this 5-minute fair gap, bearish fair gap, gonna be respected, and if I see that this breaker block and this 5-minute fair gap gonna be respected, and we do not we don't close any candle on the 5-minute above the discount array, above the 50% equilibrium level, then I would love to take a trade. And if we would close a 5-minute candle like this, damn, that would be that would be nice, honestly. That would be really nice to see. I would likely take a short off of that. Mm. All right, looks like GU is it tapped into this 50-minute fair gap, and looks like it's way above equilibrium level now. Yeah, and if the 5-minute candle closes above this high, that's not ideal. That's not ideal for taking a short on GU for sure. However, if this candle closes below this high here, um, that's still not ideal since it already is way too high up in this down move. But if it would close below this high, it still has potential to move lower, which would be in alignment to our short that we would like to take on euro. I'm not gonna take a short on GU, it's just way too strong. On euro, however, we look like we would likely want to oh shit. We would likely want to respect this 5-minute bearish fair gap. And we likely respect this discount, which is nice. What I also want to mark out is this London low to high, where our discount price is. So the discount is right here above Asian highs, which is not very relevant. So let's zoom out just quickly what we see here. Bro, look at these days. I traded during these days, it was ass. So yeah, 15 minutes. Looks like there's no 15-minute bearish fair gap forming on euro, and this 5-minute candle is likely gonna close inside this 5-minute bearish fair gap on euro, which is okay. It's nice. I just don't want to see any candle close above the 0.5 price level. That wouldn't be nice. GU, it doesn't care. It just wants to come up here. If it would want to sweep this high, and euro probably won't sweep this high, obviously, and then I would see a 5-minute break of structure off of that, or even a 50-minute break of structure. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. The question is whether it's gonna happen or not. Alright, looks like this 5-minute candle closed right there above this previous 5-minute candle high, and it's likely gonna come for this London high, which is actually our previous hour high. So we could easily just sweep this previous hour high and then break structure to the downside, and move lower. That's what I see in GU. Otherwise, if we close any 15-minute candle above this high, it's likely just gonna move higher. And on euro, we are likely wanting to come back up into this area here, the purple area that we marked out on the 30-minute. Looks like this 30-minute fair gap just wanted to get filled up, and now we are just moving higher back up into this purple area here. I am still bearish here, even though the whole trend is bullish. The only thing that can change my mind, that change my bias to take a long, is a 15-minute candle close above this high on both of these pairs. GU is more likely to do that, and if GU does that, then we could target these highs, honestly. This previous week's high instantly. It could easily be our first TP. Yeah, easily. But I don't know if you guys see, but I can easily imagine that we're just gonna sweep this high here and leave this daily candle with a long wick, closing this daily candle below this daily fair gap, and come back into this daily fair gap here, maybe tomorrow or the day after. I can easily imagine that happening. Yeah, it would be a nice setup to see. Just to sweep this high here and then move lower, like even on the daily. Yeah, long wick, close the candle below this daily or inside it. Would be nice. Honestly, it would be nice. So like a retrace here, close the candle below here, and if it wants to move higher, but if it doesn't, tap into the daily and then move higher. It in my eyes it can happen, and I could easily be wrong. We will see in the week, in this week, how I predicted this, but I genuinely don't know how price wants to go on the higher time frame. I mean, likely it wants to come back into this late. That's what I first thought, but now looking at this Monday candle, they might just want to rip higher, targeting these highs here in the next weeks. Euro is very weak. It's extremely weak. It kind of wants to come up here, but not really. Doesn't look like it so far. It really depends on whether we can close a 15-minute candle below this high, I mean above this previous high or not. That would tell us, okay, we're not really looking to move lower. However, this London move is still looking like it really needs a bearish retrace. Like, how much more buyers can buy this shit? Like, how many more buyers can long? Probably they are getting tired. Fewer and fewer people gonna long this. This is just water, by the way. Yeah, the dollar looks like it first wants to come back into this area here. Into these, on the higher time, you can see this order block here. It's clearly broke structure on the 4-hour to the upside. This is our order block here. Bam. So it's heading towards here, but still, as I said, if we see this 4 candle close below this equilibrium level, so if you see this 4 candle close below this equilibrium level, then I'm not gonna look for shorts on euro and GU, since it's pretty obvious that the dollar wants to just move into this order block, and if the dollar moves down, you know, euro goes up. So yeah, the dollar in the next 30 minutes has to tell me whether we can take the short or not on euro and GU. Otherwise, I'm not gonna take a clear, obvious trade. So I'm keeping an eye on these purple levels here. What's going on the euro? Euro came back into this purple area. GU tapped into this purple area, moved a bit lower, respecting this. I mean, trying to respecting this 5-minute fair gap, but it pretty much got invalidated already. But this candle close quite at the top of that fair gap. I'm actually gonna erase it. It's not really relevant anymore for us. On the euro, however, yes, same thing. We close the candle above the breaker. We pretty much close the candle above equilibrium level, and we're just ripping higher into this 30-minute wick to target this previous hour high. GU should have already swept this previous hour high. Looks like it haven't yet, but maybe in this 5-minute or in the next 5 minutes it will do that. Otherwise, it's gonna respect this bearish 5-minute trend that it just started to form. But euro doesn't look like it wants to respect this 5-minute bearish trend, since it already came above this 5-minute high here. And if the candle closes above the high, it's basically a break of structure to the upside on the 5-minute. GU has not done that yet. It will do that once a 5-minute candle closes above this high. So yeah, so far it just looks like we want to move higher, and the dollar looks like it wants to move lower. I honestly would rather wait for the dollar to come into this order block and see the retrace later, and do the short later. So if there would be this 50-minute candle close above this previous high, I still would rather just wait for it to play out, reach how much it wants to go. Same for the dollar, reach how deep it wants to go into the order block, and later the London New York merge, wait for the retrace move, just like here what happened on a Wednesday. So we see that during the London New York merge we did a move, but later it did the retrace, and I would rather trade that. Same thing happened here during Tuesday. We did a move up, but then did the retrace, which was actually a bigger move than the move up when New York opened. Same thing here. You see here, same thing happening. You don't see it here. That's the other case scenario. If this happens, I'm not trading. So if today we just see that it non-stop just gonna straight move up, just like in London, and then I'm not gonna just I'm gonna be happy with not trading, I'm gonna be happy not trading today, even though it's gonna just move up. I would rather wait for a break of strategy to the downside and short it than take a long and maybe hit profits, because in my eyes this is unlikely for today, because London has already done a way too big move. Like look at the percentage. It has done an 0.84% move already. Like almost 1% gain. This is way too much, and I do not want to long it now, because like how far can it go? Like come on, like it won't do 1%. At some point bulls have to get weak, you know. At some point we have to do a retrace, and I would rather wait for that than take a long. So I would rather wait for the dollar to play out, step into this order block, or see some kind of break of structure to confirm that I can take a short. And if the dollar does the retrace, which levels can it go to? It can go to this here. That would be the breakaway gap that we had this week's open. Then we have, if we want to move lower than this order block, then you know, yeah, I mean that's it. So if the dollar does the retrace to the upside, and if you do likely want to short the other pairs, then I would have a take profit somewhere here and here on the other pairs, obviously. Or the other pairs would have its order block. I mean, not order block. Yeah, the order block would be TP1, and then this low could be the TP2. The same thing as here. So like, this is our TP1 basically, and Euro and TP2 on the on Euro. Same thing, breakaway gap low and the order block. So hope it makes sense. In my mind, it does. We are also forming a 1 hour. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean it was this 5 minute, 50 minutes fair gap we tapped into, but it basically is forming now a 1 hour fair gap also down here. On the 5 minute, we broke structure to the upside on Euro. On Euro, we broke structure to the upside. Damn. With this candle close above this high here. This is a break of structure here, and yeah, but this is only of the 5 minute. Ideally, a 15-minute break of structure would be nice. So once we close a candle below this 15-minute low here, then I'm gonna do this 15-minute bearish because we already tapped into it. If we close a candle, or likely we're gonna close a candle, so if I see the 5 minute that we're gonna likely close 15-minute candle below this low, I'm gonna look for a short. But first, I have to confirm that. To do that, if the dollar is also doing similar bullish indications, confluences. So all I can do now is wait, and if it just wants to move higher, it's fine. I'm not trading, then it's fine. I'm happy not trading. GU looks like it's not as strong now as Euro. Euro is on the 5 minutes at least stronger. In the past 15 minutes, half an hour, it's stronger. Well, we might gonna get the 15-minute breakout structure first on GU. In that case, I would at least consider taking the short on GU. The dollar already formed a lower low. The Euro has not yet formed a higher high, and nor the GU. So if the dollar gets stronger, then imagine how much weaker they get, since they're already showing weaker moves than the dollar. Our 4-hour candle we close in 18 minutes. We are likely gonna close below this level here, so we're likely just gonna move lower here, and we're likely just gonna move higher on these pairs if they want to. Otherwise they're just gonna consolidate probably. I do not think that they're gonna move lower when the dollar is moving lower. That wouldn't make any sense, to see that both dollar and euro would go lower. That doesn't make sense. Since they are pairs against each other. All right, looks like we are sweeping previous hour's highs. We might as well gonna break 15, I mean not break 15 breakers, I mean close a 15-minute candle above this high here. Same thing on GU. We are heading towards this previous hour highs. Gonna be interested what's gonna happen later after that. The dollar is about to reach this breaker here. Oops. So it's also very interesting. It's about to reach it, and if it's not, then it's not. What would make me take a short already is obviously this 15-minute breakout structure, but it's way too late for us to enter. So seeing this 5-minute fair value gap getting invalidated, filled up completely, would make me take a short on GU. So yes, that would make me take a short for sure if I see a candle close inside. But the best case scenario, a 5-minute candle above, close above this 5-minute fair gap. That would already indicate me that we're gonna break structure in the 15-minute, and the dollar will likely move higher towards these highs and essentially this order block, and then this breakaway gap. Yep. Let's see. Euro on the 5 minutes looks like is about to sweep this previous hour high, and GU also is heading to do the same, however a bit weaker. The dollar is about to tap this breaker block, but not yet. No, was it a 1-hour bearish fair gap? I mean, quite irrelevant, not that big. So the first bearish 1-hour fair value gap was up here on the dollar, and if it would do the retrace, it's likely gonna come up here to this breaker block. Yeah. So I'm already marking out our short TPs. This would be our first TP for sure. This breaker block here, as same as the dollar. This would be our TP2 here. And essentially this would be our TP3, but I don't know if we want to close this daily candle with the bearish body, since it has already made a huge move to the upside, and seeing like a daily wick this long and closing here, or like closing somewhere here, it's a bearish candle, or even like a bullish one, doesn't matter, but with a long wick like this, well, you don't really see that. I mean, how long was this wick? This was 46%. How long is it gonna be this wick? 55% if it doesn't want to move higher. Which one was the longest wick that I see? This was a long wick. I mean, this was a 0.7%. It can easily happen then. How long was this move? 1.43. All right. I mean, probably during these days, some kind of CPI or FMC or um, some kind of news came out probably. But today it's not the case, so I wouldn't necessarily think that it wants to move higher. The dollar is still haven't reached this breakaway gap territory. I mean, breaker block. Damn. I need a lip pillow. I'm gonna get a lip pillow very soon. First, I drink my water. 5-minute breakup structure is likely to be here. However, it's right at this 5-minute bearish fair gap here. And the breaker here. So the dollar really looks like, with all these confluences, that it's gonna move lower here. Target this breaker block on the high term frame, maybe even this one here, and then come into the order block, which is fine. I don't necessarily think it will come back into this discount level and tap into this 5-minute fair gap. As I said, if it does, then I would want to see a candle close inside it. If I see a candle close inside it, inside this 5-minute fair gap, that would mean that we close the candle above the discount price, and we're likely gonna break structure to the upside even on the 15-minute. If I see like candles close up here, so all I can do is wait for that to happen, just to confirm that we can short on these other instruments. There's a little sweep here from previous hour high, okay, and we formed this 5-minute fair gap here that we have not yet mitigated. So we can easily move a bit higher after that sweep. GU has just moved sideways, not much happening. Yeah, it hasn't broken structure to the downside yet. It hasn't done much, to be honest. It's just moving sideways. Alright, let's wait. Alright, quick little update on the dollar. It tapped into the breaker block here on the 4-hour, and we still have not broken structure. Looks like this 5-minute fair gap with this breaker block held well. So we haven't broken structure yet. We will break structure once we close a candle above this recent 5-minute high. So once we do that, I'm now very curious whether we reverse or not. So I gotta keep an eye on that from now on, because we could easily reverse now. We also showing weakness from the buyers on euro. I have no idea what that is. That's crazy. Um, I have no idea what that was. Anyways, on GU, we also have a break-in structure to the downside. We will though on the 5 minute once we close the candle below this low here. I wish my screen wasn't lagging as fuck again. So this would be our breakout structure on the 5 minute. Our breakout structure on the 5 minute would be this low here on the on the euro from now on. But why is it gray, bro? It should be black. Come on. Alright. So let's wait for that. This 5 minute bullish fair gap hold. However, I don't think it's gonna hold for long. Since the dollar should do the retrace very soon. It could technically come back into this high time frame order block and then do retrace, but soon enough it will eventually start to do a retrace, hopefully. And it's gonna happen once we break through the upside on the 5 minute here. GU, same thing. Okay. Let's wait for that. Also on the 15 minute. Yeah, it would be a 15 minute breakout structure if we would close a candle here. Below that level here. So euro, yeah, same thing. If we would close a candle below here, actually no, our 15 minute breakout structure would be below this low here, but the 5 minute breakout structure should be enough soon. So let's wait a little bit more. Where is my... So annoying. Alright, now it's good. Now we are good. Okay, so this is the London low, right? Yes. We are clearly below London low. I mean, prior New York London low. We're still forming the London lows. Yeah. Alright. Let's wait for a little bit more. Also, I wanted to go to the 4 hour and on euro mark out that we completely inverse this 4 hour fair gap. So I'm gonna delete this. We don't need it anymore. We inversed this breakaway block, clearly did not hold as of now. And yeah, this daily fair gap is still there. This can stay. Nice. Also on GU, let's go to see the 4 hour. Yes, it clearly got inversed. But the daily is still there. Alright, looks like on a 5 minute we are about to break structure to the downside on GU. Which is very nice. Cool. If we would break structure and then come back into discount, that would be nice entry. But I would also want to see a break of structure on the dollar that we're about to do. Let's go! Inversing this 5 minute bearish fair gap. Very nice. Euro, we are a bit far from breaking structure yet. Looks like we can take a short very soon. I just need this 5-minute candle to close below this low here in the next 24 seconds. I'm gonna open MetaTrader 5 on the phone. Well, looks like we don't break structure on GU as of now on the 5-minute. No bearish fair value gaps, no nothing. Alright, looks like we haven't broken structure on the dollar. I'm gonna move this right here now, so our 5-minute breaker should be right there, and also the 15-minute breaker should be right there. So no, it would be right there, the 15-minute. So we should wait a bit more for that to happen, because I am not gonna long euro and I am not gonna long GU until, I'm not gonna short GU nor euro. So yeah, the dollar should soon show me a quite of break of structure to the upside, but first we might just want to come into this order block. That can easily be the case, and then move back a little. Yes, so seeing this bullish order block here, we might just want to come back into here, move higher, and then maybe later the day come into this breakaway gap, but first I would like to see a retrace and short these pairs. So now we're currently at previous or highs territory. Actually not previous or highs, the previous or highs. So I can already move this previous or high down here, and the previous or low down here. We swept previous or low, moved higher. We see that this is, I'm gonna mark it out as London high, even though London high is here now, but you get the point because it's prior New York open London high. And same thing here, I'm gonna move previous or high. Come on, bro. Previous or high here. This was our 30-minute high here, okay, and previous our low is right here. So let's wait for what's gonna happen now. It's probably gonna come up to these levels up here, this high time frame drawn liquidity, the euro, and probably we're gonna do a liquidity sweep here, maybe even come up even here to this previous week's high. However, I do not think so that this is gonna be the case. First I would love to see like a sweep go down on euro, sweep this high time frame drawn liquidity, and then move down. So that would be nice to see here. On the dollar, we are ripping down to this order block. So we're still just waiting for this break of structure on both 5 and 15 minute. Then I would be confident to take a long, the short on euro or GU. So yeah, let's just wait. Price never ended up reversing. It just continued the downtrend on the dollar and continued this uptrend that it started in London. And as you can see, it has not made a significant. I mean, it did actually. I mean, not that significant, but it never ended making as significant move as the London move. And yeah, I just simply wouldn't want to long it. Honestly, I did not want to long Euro nor GU. Um, yeah, it's just not what I was looking for. I was looking for reverse, and I didn't get that. So we did not get that. So yeah, I was hoping for the dollar to reverse to the upside. Sometime here, like I was really checking the chart here. How this 15-minute fair gap will hold or not. It did an inverse 5-minute fair gap. What happened is I saw this inverse 5-minute fair gap close here, right under this discount level. So like this candle closed here at 510, and what I did was, alright, it's probably not gonna close anytime soon. So I started making sandwiches because I was really hungry, and I ate 6 sandwiches, and I realized after 2 hours later that I fell asleep. And that's why I just woke up at 7:30. Um, but honestly, even if here price would have decided to reverse, like I don't like to trade PM session, and I really do not. Um, I really wasn't prepared to trade PM session either way. I was just curious if a reversal would have happened or not, and um, but I probably wouldn't have traded it either way. I was hoping for reversal here, like earlier New York Open. Did not happen. Did not happen. Did not happen. So it just fell. But the funny thing is, Euro and GU hasn't performed as good to the upside um, as bad it performed on the dollar, if you get me. So this move to the downside on the XY was way, way stronger than the move to the upside on Euro and GU. So whoever traded London um, has had a fun day, I guess, today. Um, and whoever trades New York probably also had a fun day. The only thing I realized, because the only thing I could have traded that I realized is when I mentioned that if we close a 15-minute candle above this high, previous or high, that would indicate. So if you see here, prior New York Open, we had this high here, right? And on the 30-minute, I also marked out this purple area. If price closes a 15-minute candle, even a 30 here, above this area here, that kind of indicates that we're gonna move higher. But only on the shorter run, right? So the shorter run clearly meant only like this much. How much is it? Like 0 to 30%, right? I kind of knew that that's gonna happen, but like right here, I was expecting a reversal. Um, and the only thing I actually could have traded was this 50-minute fair value gap and tap back into this previous high, into this order block. So if you go to the 5-minute, we had this, right, this 30-minute candle here, close outside of this previous high, and obviously it formed this order block here, and we got a order block entry with this 5 minute fairway gap here, and this order block here. So that could have been the only long here. So if I would have entered off of this previous high level here and set my stop loss below this order block and target a 1 to 2, that could have happened right here. Even a 1 to, yeah, like a 1 to 3 would have hit, but since this was our high time frame drawn liquidity here, this I don't even know what we marked this out as. It was like a 1 hour high, or yeah, 4 hour high. Oh, it was a weekly high, right? No, a daily high. It was just a daily high here. Well, yeah, that's basically what I would have been able to target, but I simply was not interested in taking longs. It would have been a 1 to 2, and it would have hit simple one, like candle close above this 30-minute candle wick, and then confirming that we're gonna move higher, tap back into this order block on the 5 minute, and target 1 to 2. That's where like 4 p.m. That's when, like, the volatility is at its peak, and like I was just not sure that this 30-minute candle close above this purple line would actually hold, but it did. So it tapped back into it and went higher. I really was not sure because there was not much to target here anymore, and I was quite sure that this London move will have to have a reverse, and usually the London New York merge does that reverse move many times, and I was looking for that. It did not happen. Especially I was looking for it because there was this breakaway gap here, and it already moved like prior New York 0.85% purely in London, and there was no fucking retrace whatsoever. Like, look at that. Uh yeah, anyways, no trace today. Am I sad? No, not at all. I'm not disappointed at all. Like, now that I see it, maybe I could have taken this trade, but I'm happy actually that I did not even take this long trade here, because I was like 100% looking for a retrace, so I really did not want to take a long, um, and if I would have hit this 1 to 2, I would have been actually disappointed to hit it, because my bias actually was bearish, even though the London move was the most bullish London move I've ever seen so far. Um, so yeah, I'm not, I'm not disappointed, to be honest. Like, tomorrow we're gonna have a better day, probably more clear day, but like, we inverse the daily fabric, yeah, bro. Like, in one day we did as much, like almost as big as of a move as the previous whole week. We actually made as big as of a bruh. We actually made as big of a move as the week before previous week in one day. Like, come on. I think that explains a lot why I did not want to go long anymore when the London order did a 0.85% move. Yeah, nothing to worry about. The dollar that we were curious when to reverse, the dollar who we were waiting for a reversal, um, well, filled up this breakaway gap that we mentioned, with a candle close. um, that I mentioned, Price likes to do. It really loves to close a candle under or above the breakaway gap, depends on whether it's a bullish or bearish breakaway gap. Since it's a bullish one, it has to close a candle below, so like at the start, and it did, and now it's just started to going back. However, it's weak as fuck. All right. Anyways, no trees today, and yeah, that's it basically. I'm gonna upload this video regardless. I don't give a shit. um so no trades today. First video on YouTube, let's go. No trades today. um I mean, that's it. Hopefully when I look back onto my first video and see that I haven't even taken a trade, I'm gonna be proud of myself. Yeah, he did not take the trade. Let's go. He did not short. He would have lost. Yeah, I would have lost. Um, but on the other hand, I could have longed it. Actually, there was a similar situation on GU too. I saw in Euro this tapping into order block situation. So here, once we closed a 30-minute candle up here, it ended up going a bit higher, and then retraced deeper into this. It also formed a 15-minute fair value gap, tapped into it, and what I could have done is actually enter off of this 15-minute fair value gap purely. It would have worked. Stop loss below this low here, and target a 1-to-1 or target this high time frame drawn liquidity here, which was actually like the recent highest high. I believe previous week high. Yeah, and we ended up smashing it. Swept liquidity, and now probably moving lower, but the fuck happened here? I have no idea what happened at 7:45, like just in 8 minutes ago. I have no idea. But anyways, what I also could have done is wait for an entry until price comes into this order block here, because what's going on here? So this was the liquidity sweep, right? So here there was a liquidity sweep, and this was basically an order block, and it was also like an order block entry here. So there was this candle, this bullish candle here, and I could have set a buy limit here and target a 1-to-3 or 1-to-2. I want to do it would be nice, but targeting this high time frame drawn liquidity this week, I would have also hit it, and it's like a 1-to-3 28. So yeah, I could have also, it's very similar, this 5-minute fair gap here, order block, tap into it and rally, but it wasn't like a clear up rally. It was just like a roller coaster up rally. But it would have it also. But still, I wasn't sure at all that this would happen. And I was still bearish. But what did we learn? I learned that if a 30-minute candle closes above this prior New York Open 30-minute London high, then it's quite clear that price is gonna move higher. I have to backtest this though, because I just learned this thing recently, this 30-minute high strategy stuff. So for example here, this was this 30-minute high, and as you can see, we closed the 30-minute candle above it, but regardless, price decided to reverse. But honestly, it was February, so I don't blame it on the price. I blame it on the economy and Trump. and all his fucking tariffs and whatever is happening. Um, February has been ass, but it's March, new month, and as you guys just saw, there could have been potential entries here that I missed. Um, yeah, I I simply, I mean, honestly, I did not miss them. I saw them clearly forming, happening, but I really did not want to take along. That's why I did not take along. So next time, I'm gonna be a bit more thoughtful and double check whether I should go with the trend or wait for reversal. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you have any great comments to share, then just share a comment. If you're a profitable trader, then I am happy for you, and if you have taken this trade today, just write down why in the comment section. Explain why you took the trade, what made you execute, and um, how it's going for you, and how was February for you. Hopefully it wasn't only me who got bad trades. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, come back later. I'm gonna upload probably tomorrow or the day after. It really depends if I'm gonna trade or not. Tuesday, no news tomorrow, so that's very good. Okay, what do you have on Wednesday? PMI. Honestly, maybe I'm gonna trade the New York Open, but if I don't see any trades until 3 p.m., I don't know if I would want to take a trade or not. But after waiting for news to come out, I'm gonna look for potential entries with lower risk, so like risking not even 1% but like 0.5%, but that's on Wednesday, so we can think until that. On Thursday we're gonna have quite a few news: unemployment claims, ECB press conference, FOMC at night, but I don't even know what these are, to be honest. So I don't know. We will see how this news gonna affect the price, and how fucked up this situation is gonna be on Thursday. I might gonna skip trading on Thursday, and on Friday we have this fucking unemployment rate, non-farm employment change. What else? I mean, regionally earning. Yeah, I do not know if I would want to trade on Friday. Probably not. I'm gonna also see how much this news gonna affect the price action, so we will be able to evaluate then. But as of now, no trades. No trades. Alright guys, bye bye.